Welcome my friends, I'm here at the self-made training facility where champions are self-made, where golden hips are self-made. So let's talk about the hip real quick. Your hip is a ball and socket joint meant to handle a great deal of load. Now a lot of us are good at loading our hips, but we don't move it through its proper range very often. So let's take a look at exactly what it's supposed to do. First, we are going to flex our hip. So the ability to kind of bring it forward in front of you, this is hip flexion. You can also go into extension, send it out behind you. Most people are going to have very little of this, myself included. Your hip is going to adduct and abduct, and it's also going to rotate. So I can externally rotate my hip, internally rotate my hip. Of course, this can be done in a variety of different ways. So what's the first thing we do anytime that we're trying to increase the health of our joint? Well, the controlled articular rotation. So to start, I want to see the inside of my foot come up. I'm going to externally rotate my hip and bring it into flexion as high as I can go here. It's beneficial to have something to hold on to. Get some force into the ground and maintain stability. I'm going to do my best here. When I abduct or send my hip away from the body, I'm going to go as far as I can. Now I'm going to go into internal rotation. So I'm going to drive the back of my foot up towards the sky. This is probably the most difficult part. And when I get to the top of that, I'm going to extend, send it all the way back. We're going to do this in reverse. So I'm extending, rotating the hip, adducting it, bringing it back across the body, and coming back into the external rotation and down. I'll show you an example from the side. So I'm externally rotating and flexing it at the same time. Abducting, sending it away from the body. Internally rotating the hip. I'm trying to keep my hips forward as best as possible. Extending it and coming in. And that is the basic standing hip car.